Kia ora. High pressure sits over the top of the country and it continues to bring plenty of fine weather for most of the North Island. Take a look at these satellite charts. You can see we've got more cloud across those western facing coasts. But for many of us, there's plenty of sunshine in store through Wednesday, with that high pressure still the driving force of our weather. However, things are changing down south. We have got this next front moving towards us. Ahead of that, we've got some strengthening winds around parts of Fiordland and Southland through Wednesday afternoon. And as we head through the night time and into towards Thursday, we'll carry on seeing this rain moving northwards through Fiordland, Southland and up in towards Westland as we head through into the early hours of Thursday. Up north though, things stay pretty settled with that high pressure over us, and for many of us it's a dry night and our temperatures widely up into around about double figures. The lows are only about 16 degrees Celsius in Auckland, while down towards places like Christchurch we're looking at minimum temperatures of 12 degrees Celsius. On in towards Thursday, we'll carry on seeing this front move northwards. The heaviest rainfall in towards the ranges of Westland. You can see that we have got some showers out towards the eastern side, and some of those could be perhaps a little bit heavy and even thundery through parts of Otago and those southern parts of Canterbury, south about Twizel through the afternoon. But you can see behind that, we've got some clearer skies back in towards the far south later on. And for the North Island, again, most of us should get away with a dry day. But with that front, we have got some severe weather. Now, it's mainly places like Fiordland and also up in towards the higher parts of the west coast. But we will find some strengthening winds through Wednesday afternoon, particularly down towards parts of Southland and Fiordland, right the way through to 2 AM on Thursday, where those winds could reach severe gale in the most exposed areas. The wettest weather, though, in through those areas north of Doubtful Sound and Fiordland and the ranges of Westland as we go through the rest of Wednesday afternoon and more especially through in towards Thursday. But you can see for the North Island, things generally are fairly settled. There will still be areas of cloud to watch out for, pushing through on towards the Kapiti Coast, perhaps a few spots of drizzle around the tops of the Tauruas. But for many of us, it's a dry day, a little bit more cloud around those more eastern-facing coasts of Northland and Auckland. As we head in towards the end of the day, in towards the evening, we might find an odd shower springing up through parts of, say, Waikato and Waitomo. But for many spots, it stays dry right the way through, just a touch more cloud to end the day. In terms of our temperatures, no surprises, the warmest spots out towards places like Gisborne, highs here of 28 degrees Celsius, but even up in towards places like Hamilton, we'll still find our highs of 27. Down on the South Island, we have got that much more active weather pushing in towards the far south. So for Fiordland and Westland, a bit of a wetter looking story, especially up in towards the ranges there. You can see we do get some of that rainfall making its way across in towards Otago as well. And through the afternoon, could be one or two heavy, perhaps thundery falls through there as well. But for the rest of Canterbury and up in towards Marlborough and even those more eastern sides of Nelson, it should stay dry and fine and some decent spells of sunshine through the day as well. Just a touch more cloud arriving later on, but we are also going to find some strengthening winds through the Canterbury High Country. You can see, though, once this front moves away towards the north, there is some better, brighter weather back in towards the south, but it is going to be a cooler feeling day. Take a look at that contrast in temperatures from, say, Invercargill, 17 degrees Celsius, and places like Marlborough up in towards Blenheim, 28 degrees Celsius, a much warmer day to the north of that front and around that eastern side of the South Island. As we head on towards Friday, the front continues to move north. There's still some wet weather through parts of those northern parts of Western and up in towards Buller to start the day. That front weakens away, though, as it heads through the rest of the time. And we find plenty of clear sky across the North Island. Still a few showers here and there across the more inland areas. But I think that front will weaken as high pressure builds back in from the south. That's it from me. There's more at metservice.com.